Hello there, and welcome back to Build with the Boys. Apologies, there was no catch-up this weekend. It's because just things have gone nuts with everything happening in the world at the moment. I'm juggling a lot of things, but that's work life. Let's forget about that. Let's talk models. It was a good week. So last week we uploaded issues 5 and 6 of the Titanic, and really rather lovely it is as well. We got the next parts of the hull. We got the starboard bow, which we've now put together, and we also got extra parts for the engine. So this is now how the engine is, and it's all doing its thing, and it's looking really rather lovely. Nice smooth action. Yeah, gorgeous, really is, and I'm loving this. I can't wait to see it all working properly. But yeah, really nice, and we weren't expecting it, because this is the funny thing. We were told, we got an email saying there was a delay to the Titanic, so I was a bit annoyed about that. There was no delay. It actually turned up earlier than we were thinking it was going to turn up, so I don't know what that was all about. Now, they said it was because they had an issue with the magazine, which I didn't believe at first, but when I received 5 and 6, 5 is quite glossy, whereas 6 feels like it's a cheaper quality of paper, so maybe there was some truth in that. Maybe a printer let them down and they had to go to a backup and fire one out quickly. You can see just over here on the wall behind me, here, we got the White Star Line poster as well. So that's on the wall and all lovely. And that's kind of what I like to do. I've mentioned this before. I like to get something of each kind of build to decorate the walls. Now, normally you get free stuff. So like with Iron Man, we got some art prints. They were too big for the wall. They weren't something that I wanted. So we've actually got Tony Stark's license plate up here. Ecto1, we've got a load of stuff. We've got a giant Ghostbuster logo and things like that. We got our White Star Line poster now. And we got bits and pieces all over the place. For the Route Master, I couldn't actually get a poster yet, not one that I've seen that I like. So I got my mug. I've got my Route Master mug, and that's when we make Route Master, we have tea out Route Master. And similar to kind of Disney, when it comes to Disney, I have got a Steamboat Willie decal on the wall now. And when I'm building the doll's house, I got my Cheshire Cat mug, and that's what we do. And really rather lovely it is too. It's a gorgeous poster. It's really nice what they sent us. And Titanic's come along lovely. I think what's coming next in Titanic, I say in my video that I believe we're bolting the hull together. I don't think we are. Now I've had time to look at it. I think the catwalks that come with it are actually going to attach to this. I think it's more frame for engine. I'm not sure why we're building so much engine now. That strikes me slightly odd, when I thought we'd be focusing more on the structure, but this is the way they're doing it, this is the way they're doing it. I've got a feeling that we're going to build almost a room. In my head, I don't think this is going to clip into the actual boat as it is. I think we're going to build almost an engine room, which is going to clip into the boat and screw in completely. That's what I think is going to happen. I might be wrong, it's guesswork on my part, but maybe that's what's going on. I addressed in that video as well the issue with the smoke generator that some people seem to be having. Go and watch it. If you've got a problem with the smoke generator, go and watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I think you're worrying prematurely. And trust me, I've seen these smoke generators work on other models from the exact same company. It's the exact same smoke generator, and it creates bellows of smoke. I'm expecting this one to do the same. On that video, on part 6 of the Titanic, we have a little Titanic history lesson where we talk about an actress that was on board the Titanic of the silent film era. And I've got something I'd like to show you. Like, I've been showing you some of the wooden models that we do during our downtime. And in line with that, of the kind of silent film era and that style, I'd like to show one of the wooden models that I built last year, and it's one of my favourite ones I built today. I just think it's a gorgeous thing. So if you are looking to get into more quicker models rather than the part works, this one's a beauty. Let me show it to you. So this is the rotoscope from robotime, and really rather beautiful it is too. It is gorgeous. This is a fully working model. If I pop this door open for you, so you can see here all the inner workings. It's gorgeous. It really is. It was about, I want to say it was about an 8-hour build, I think, maybe 10 hours. But again, it is a beautiful thing. It does have lenses. You can focus this thing. And it is fully working. Now, if I can do this whilst holding the camera, But this, you know what, I'm going to put it on a tripod and we're going to wind this thing up for you. So what will happen is it's got a dynamo in it. So the faster you turn this, a light bulb will come on. And this will project. This actually works. This does project film, and it's film with Charlie Chaplin dancing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film that or not. But let me get the camera sorted and I'll show you this thing running. Okay, so here you're about to see what I'm talking about. Get some speed going, and it will project. And you can see the film feeds through. The shutter speed works. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can get the picture to show for you. No idea how good this is going to come out. Let's give it a go. There we go. Focus. So there you see. So that is the rotoscope. Now you can get these. I will. I'll post the description. I'll post the name of it in the description. You can get one of these, and they're not expensive. I mean, shop around for it. You can get one for around about. They're more expensive than some of the other robotime models, but that one now I think was about 35 quid. Which again, it is more expensive than some of the robotime models, not all of them, but most robotime models come in around about 20 quid. But that was 35 quid, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. I bought that when I was really, really, really annoyed. I'd had a really bad couple of months at work. I wasn't unhappy, just I was working on a project at work that was a bloody nightmare, involving, I won't tell you what it was involved with. It was involved with a company that I used to adore, and now not so much after working with them. Nope, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I'm going to say too much. I had a rough time, and I took a week off. I bought this model and I built it, and it just made the world right. It was nice. And I can't, again, this is why I kind of love this hobby, because it's about that. It's about, for me, when it comes to part works, and also when it comes to things like this, it's about just sort of zoning out, and the rest of the noise of the world sort of turns off, you know? You just find yourself some quiet time and sit down, and you're just all in the model. And particularly with these ones, I mean, it's different with the part work. With the part work, because sometimes, particularly with Iron Man, we'll come to that in a bit, they can be so quick. You've waited a month for it, and it's over so quick. Sometimes you get packs where you're like, oh, come on. Sometimes you get ones that are really in depth. Ghostbusters, I'll talk about that in a bit. And other times you get some that just, it's over so quick. Whereas with these, I can lose hours without realising I've been sat in here for 6, 7, 8 hours at a time, just involved in it, and that's just serenity, man. It's therapy, and I love it. But yeah, if you want to get one of those, those are still available, and a lovely model it is too. And it's not that complicated. It might look complicated, but it really isn't, because the instructions are universal. So there's no, it's literally pictures, but I mean, it really is as simple as 1 goes to 2, goes to 3, goes to 4, goes to 5, and you just go through the steps. And they're a lovely thing, man. They really are. As I was saying about disappointing models, this week we uploaded the Iron Man, and Jesus Christ for that thing. 2 of the issues that came in this month, I swear to God, you can see my video, they were over in maybe 10 seconds. It was literally attach one piece, done. The next one, touch one piece, done. The next one, 2 screws, done. But I'm trying to stay positive about Iron Man, because I think it will be worth it. I think when he's standing here 3 feet tall and he's all done and shiny, and I think it'll look great. But yeah, they've really dragged it out. It's a 60-part model, 80 part at best, dragged out over 100 parts, and I think suffering because of it. And I can see other people as well that are doing the Eddie Stobart. Now, I started the Eddie Stobart just as a test to see if I wanted to do it, and I'd love it, and I would like to have done it, but having seen other people building it, they are dragging that out like I can't believe. The only thing I can think, Stobart builders, is that at some point you're going to get giant pieces. You must, because they've dragged everything out so long. Surely at some point huge pieces have got to turn up, you'd think. I mean, I'm guessing that trailer is gargantuan. There's got to be some bloody massive pieces that are going to hold that together. And maybe, I don't know, I think once you get past the the engine, which are all on at the moment. Once you've done the engine and you've done the cab, which you've done, it's got to be good stuff. Surely, it's got to be good stuff from then on. You must start getting big lumps of frame and things like that. You got to. New models. Batman is very much in the middle of the test in France at the moment. They're on part 2 this week, and I've seen part 2, and I gotta admit, I'm not blown away by it. Now, I know it's just a test, but I got a feeling this is just going to look like a giant action figure, and if you want a giant action figure, you can get them. I mean, this is the thing, you can get a giant Batman action figure. You can get a giant Iron Man action figure, but I think the difference is Iron Man's metal. So it makes more sense. RoboCop makes more sense as well, the way he's done. Whereas the Batman, I don't know, it just looks like a giant action figure. And the first pictures I saw, he was in a pose where he was kind of had his foot on a wall and he was leaning out like he was looking off a building in Gotham. But now I've seen more about it. That's not how he comes. He literally just comes standing like an action figure. The base that you see him standing on in all the promo pictures is a premium. You have to pay for that. Otherwise, you just get a stand-in figure. And I'm thinking, well, it's too plastic. It's too plastic. It's just a giant action figure. That's my problem with it. The face looks kind of weird. They did the eyes this week in France. The eyes look kind of odd. So I ain't sold on it. I'm not sold on it. And I don't know. Batman comes from a company I used to adore, but for reasons now I don't. So yeah, it's, I don't know. Speaking of Batman, the Batmobile from Eagle Moss, still supposed to be coming this summer. I would imagine the reason why they're kind of kicking things into gear with Ecto1 at the moment is so they can launch the Batmobile. I wouldn't expect the Batmobile to begin until late summer. I can't see it being June or July. I would imagine Batmobile is going to be August or September, because this is just educated guesswork. I would imagine they want as many people to finish the Ecto1 before they launch the Batmobile, because they know full well, I mean, there are people like me and there are other people that do multiple ones of these at a time. Then I think the bulk of people probably just do the one, and then until that one's finished, I'm not starting another one. Which, I mean, it's not a true narrative, because when it comes to, say, Hachette, that have multiple ones of these run at any one time, but I think the Hachette models are wildly different. You've got the Disney Doll's House, you've got the Titanic, so you're not necessarily going to cross over and get the same people, because, I mean, I can't imagine there's many of us that are building both the Titanic and the Doll's House. I mean, I am, and I believe over Mark's building the Titanic, I believe his wife is building the Doll's House. So there are, I mean, naturally there's going to be people that can do both, but you get what I'm saying. Whereas I think people that built the Ecto1 are going to be likely to build a Batmobile. So rather than have them running both at the same time, maybe they're ending the one before starting the other one. I don't know. But it's the method they followed with the DeLorean. The DeLorean finished and Ecto1 began, so I would imagine they're going to stick to that same method. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching the 66 Batmobile. I've mentioned that before. I don't think it would have took a lot to get me to do it, but not with Eagle Moss. The price is ridiculous as well. So they're charging £150 carriage for every part. So you pay £1.50 times 4 every month that they've just done with the Ecto1. So £6 postage, plus they're charging, I want to say £10.99 per pack. So it's 50 quid basically. It's 50 quid a month for the Batmobile, and you don't get magazines. That's the other one as well that I think a lot of people have missed with this one. If you read that website carefully, you don't get magazines. They're going the same route as Agora, where you will get downloads. So the instructions will be through download. There will be no magazine that comes with it. It's just through download. And again, how much do you rely on Eagle Moss to actually have those downloads available? Because I don't. I did have Ecto1 this week, and my God, it nearly broke me, physically and mentally. So it was difficult, because we attached the chassis to the frame, and that wasn't easy. There must be easier ways to do these, because this one was insane. Not as hard, I've heard, as the DeLorean. I believe the DeLorean was much harder. I never built the DeLorean, but I've heard that was a lot harder. But everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it was my fault. I thought I could do it on my own. You have to lie both sections of the Ecto1 on its side, and plug all the wires in. And then it says, now put the Ecto1 on its roof. Well, you can't, because if you've done that, it's attached by the wires. So you can't turn one part on its roof without moving the other part at the same time. So I'm trying to lift it with my hands and locking the car into my forearms. And yeah, that wasn't going to happen. So I had to get the kid to help me. Then we've got to put the wheel back on. Yeah, just take a wheel off. So we put the thing in, and then it's locked in place, and I can't get it back out to put the wheel on. So yeah, it was obscenities filled the air, put it that way. but we've done it, and you know what? It's fine. So I didn't break anything. Everything's working. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I mean, again, I was all panicked about shearing a wire or the electrics going wrong. But to be honest with you, my electrics are fine. So my electrics are working fine. But again, I am going to be putting this into the glass case. So I'm not really going to run the electrics that much. And I think if you ask a lot of people that own these models, you might turn the electrics on occasionally and show people it running. But it's not that you have these things running all the time. I mean, if you put a power mod in, definitely some turned on and off they go. But once this is in the glass case for me, it's in the case. If the kids or something want to see it running, or a visitor, what does it do? I'll show them. But once it goes into the glass case, it's a display piece. So even if I had have severed a wire, I don't think I'd be that concerned. It would annoy me, but I certainly wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't go into meltdown over it, because I'm rarely going to have this thing running. And that's just the way it is. So, yeah. We are due an R2-D2 this weekend. We've got it, so we just haven't built it yet. So we're going to build that with Jackie, and me and him are going to upload it to our channel. And then we are also due the Routemaster is due to arrive next week. Love Routemaster, absolutely love Routemaster. They sent me the spare part. I mentioned that the last time that they'd sent me a duplicate part, but they sent me the spare. Again, that's the beauty of Agora. No messing around with them. Just here you go. There's your replacement. Fantastic to deal with. Eagle Moss, take note and learn. That's how you keep customers happy. Deliver when you say you're going to deliver. Tell them if there's a problem, and just replace anything that you got wrong. That's yeah, that's a good thing. New models. Whilst we're on the name of Agora, Agora have got this coming. So take a look at these pictures, and I'll tell you all about it. So that beautiful thing is the Lamborghini Miura, and it is gorgeous. I love it. I think that is absolutely stunning. It is beautiful. The colour on it is gorgeous. The model itself just looks pristine. I think it's absolutely lovely. I really, 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 really want to build that, but I'm not going to build that. I've got 6 projects on the go at the moment, and another 4 that you don't know about, but I've got other stuff as well, so I can't. I mean, I just can't. I'd love to, but I can't. Routemaster will be coming to an end in September. I might do the Miura. I don't know. I might replace the Routemaster with the Miura. Maybe. I don't know. But the one thing also is, I mean, typically you can see by the kind of stuff adorning my walls, I'm into pop culture. So when it comes to a part work, I kind of like the pop culture ones. I like ones that reference films and movies and television, whereas the Miura, as gorgeous as it is, doesn't really reference anything. Miura, if you're wondering what that name means, is bull. All Lamborghinis are named after bulls. I don't know if you know that or not, if this is common knowledge with you or whatever, but every single Lamborghini, with the exception of 2, are named after bulls or something to do a bullfighting. So going right back to 68, the Islero was named after a bull. The Miura is a breed of fighting bull. Uraco was a Spanish slang for little bull. The Veneno was a bull. The Aventador was a bull. The Galero was a bull. The Hurricane was a bull. There are even 2 people that's not a bull. They are. The Diablo, which means devil, and the Murcielago means bat. But they were both bull names. There were bulls named after them, and quite sinister. A lot of the Lamborghinis are named after bulls that killed matadors. So bulls that got killed tend to have Lamborghinis named after them. The only 2 that I know of that weren't named after bulls, 3. The Espada means sword, but it's the sword they use in bullfighting. But 2 that had nothing to do with bulls were the Countach, doesn't mean bull. It's a word used for kind of amazement, like wow. Yeah. So the Countach was that's, you know, it's an astoundment thing. It was kind of a vulgarism used. I mean, typically used to when they see a gorgeous woman. That's what that word was used, amazement. And the sesto elemento means sixth element. That wasn't a bull, but I believe every other Lamborghini named after bulls. Weird but true. So don't say I never learnt you nothing. Disney Doll's House, not due next week. I don't know what's going on with mine, because I subscribed literally the day you could subscribe. I think everyone else's is due next week. Mine ain't. I'll be getting mine the week after. So it's annoying, but I have been assured by Hachette that we're all going to sync up. So at some point, either everybody is going to be delayed by a week and they'll be on the same schedule I am, or suddenly they're going to deliver mine early and I'm going to be on the same schedule as everyone else. But I don't know. I don't know why. I genuinely don't, but it happened. Alien came to an end. The Alien test in England came to an end, even though I and a load of other people were telling everyone it's just a test. There was a lot of people adamant that it wasn't. That, oh no, it's a full run. It's a bloody test, and it came to an end with the same predicted. We have ended this test. Thank you for taking part. Fill this out and send it back. We'll give you a free gift. Letter came with part 4. You can get it. I mean, that's the thing. It's over on the Nexus. He's building it, and French builders are building it. So it is a full build in France. Whether or not it launches here, I don't know. I would imagine it would. The response to the test, I would imagine the Alien build will get a full run. I hope so. It's a nice one. It's one I think I'd like to do. I just don't know how to put 3-foot Alien. So that more than that, I think it's about 4 foot, that Alien. So there's that part of it. But that's about all for this week. I hope you had a good week. I hope you got a good week coming up, and I hope this has been informative, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the little projector. Again, I'll put the name of that in the description, and if you'd like to pick yourself up when you can get them on Amazon. You can get them in a world of places. The one thing I will say, if one of them seems overly cheap, don't buy it, because it's a knockoff. Unfortunately, a lot of these are ripped off, and what you'll get won't be that. So choose a trusted buyer, buy from them, and if it's really cheap, question it, because that might be suspicious. So yeah, question it and protect yourself. Loads of stuff coming up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button and subscribe. You know, we're friendly. We'd like to see you, and we'd love your support. If you've enjoyed this, give us a like as well. It helps the channel massively, and thank you all of you so far for your support. It's very much appreciated. I love coming on here and talking to all of you when your comments come through. So anything we can help with, we'll be happy to help. If it's too much for the comments, you can email us at buildingwiththeboys@outlook.com, and we will see you later on in the week with R2-D2. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice.